What's going on, guys? John here, and today I have an unboxing of the brand new 27-inch iMac. This is brand new, just arrived today, so let's go ahead and get inside this box. So let's go ahead and break open the box here. You see in the front a picture of the iMac, and you'll notice this box is different from previous iMac boxes, a little triangular in shape. Now, again, I have the 27-inch iMac here with a 3.4 quad-core Intel i7 processor, 3TB Fusion drive, and 8 gigs of memory inside, and I will be upgrading that 8 gigs of memory to 32 gigs because the 27-inch is user serviceable for memory. So let's go ahead and dig in here. The first box we have inside of this is the box right here. You can see designed by Apple in California, and we'll open this up and you'll see inside that we have the Apple wireless keyboard here. This comes standard with all the iMacs that Apple sells, so you see the wireless keyboard there. And then next up we have the Apple Magic Mouse that's wireless as well, so we have that as well. And then next I believe we have some paperwork here that we will get into, and the first thing up in this paperwork is I think the quick start guide here that's going to tell you all about your iMac, and then we have some information, safety information probably, and then the Apple stickers there, and a cleaning cloth, which is really nice they brought a cleaning cloth in there. And I also found the power cord here in the bottom of the box. So now that we have the iMac out of the box here, we're going to have to go ahead and take off this protective cloth we have on here. So we just go ahead and turn the iMac around, and we'll tear this protective cloth down here, and we will take the plastic off there, off the stand there, pull it down a little bit, and we'll turn the iMac around, and you're just going to have to go ahead and just lift up on the top of the protective cloth on the iMac, and voila, it comes off just like that. And now we have some plastic around the iMac that we're going to have to take off, so we'll go ahead and take that off, and then we'll take a look at the new 27-inch iMac. So now that we have all the plastic off the iMac, you see it here, you're not going to really notice a difference looking at it straight on here. You have the Apple logo down there on the bezel, kind of below the bezel there, and then this is where you're going to notice it. We're going to turn it here, and you're going to see just how thin this new iMac is. 5 millimeters thin, but it's really not as thin as Apple made it out to be. You can see that it bulges out towards the center of the machine because they have to put the parts in there and they have to have room for those parts. So you can see that it's not as thin as Apple actually makes it out to be. And the reason they can make it so thin on the edges there is because obviously they've removed the optical drive there. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm probably going to have to end up picking up a super drive here because I still do use physical media. So it is nice and thin though and light, so I really can't complain there, and it's got a really beautiful design. So if you take a look at the back of the iMac here, underneath the stand, you find this little cover here, and then above that you're going to find vents, and underneath this cover is where you're going to install the memory. Now you can see we have the cover for the memory off. To get this open, you look down below where the power cord goes into. You see a little button there. You need to push that in, and that will let the cover come off the memory. Then you're just going to go in to the memory section here. You can see we have the 8 gigs Apple installed into this, and you're going to take those two little arms or whatever with the arrows on them, and you're going to pull those up, and you will get the memory out of there. And then you're going to take your new memory and you're just going to slide it into the slots. There's 4 slots here, and each slot will hold up to 8 gigs, so a maximum of 32 gigs of RAM in the machine. So that's what I'm going to have in this. I have Crucial memory in here, and once you get those memory cards in there, all you're going to do is push those arms back down to get it into place and put your cover back on. Taking a look at the front of the iMac here, you can see not much has changed here. You can see the Apple logo in the middle, but Apple has used a new process called full lamination, which allows them to make the iMac thinner, but also gives it 75% less reflection. Up top, you'll find the 720p FaceTime HD camera for making video calls to other iPhones or iMacs or iPod Touches. On the back of the iMac, you're going to find the headphone jack, an SDXC/SD card slot, 4 USB 3.0 ports, 2 Thunderbolt ports, and your Gigabit Ethernet port. Here you can see the power cord for the new 27-inch iMac. You can notice that it's kind of angled here, so when you plug it in there, in the way the new iMac is designed, it needs to be angled here to fit in there correctly. On the back top and very top of the iMac, you're going to find two built-in microphones that work to filter out sounds around you, and it's going to give you better accuracy for dictation and for FaceTime calls. On the bottom of the iMac, on the edge of the bezel, you'll find air vents and stereo speakers that are actually milled into the edge of the bezel there. And my impressions so far of the speakers are they're pretty good. They can be a little bit tinny at times, but overall an improvement over the previous generation iMac. So there you guys go, my unboxing and first look at the new 27-inch late 2012 iMac. If you have any comments or questions about it, leave those down below in the comments section. And if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button, as that always helps me out. And you can hit that subscribe button up top to be notified of all my new videos. And stay tuned for the review on the 27-inch iMac. I'll have that in the coming weeks. So until then, we'll see you guys in the next video.